So it's official, Fallout 76's second expedition is going to be Atlantic City. The data mines and hints were correct, and we have a short teaser trailer with some details we can glean about what we can expect. No official date as of yet, when it's going to drop, and there's still no roadmap, but I expect we are looking at a similar release to the Pitt in 2022, with it closing out the year. So just a quick video today as we take a look at the trailer and revisit some of the previous data mines that could tell us a bit more about what we can expect. So unpacking what we can from these in-game clips, it's great to see that the casinos Atlantic City is famous for are going to feature in some way. I think this is a pretty good starting point for discussion as well, about expeditions in general and changes I expect we could see. Daily Ops Outside debuted with the Pitt, and one of the biggest points of contention for me at least was definitely the replayability factor and a lack of things to do in the new spaces outside of the missions. You go in, run the missions, and then leave. You could of course stick around a bit longer to comb the world space for hints and clues to discover what happened in these regions of the Pitt, but because of the way expeditions were structured, it definitely felt like that wasn't the game style that was encouraged. But here we see casinos filled with players and NPCs, and immediately I wonder how they will feature. Are we looking at things outside of missions we can do in Atlantic City? And if that is the case, then immediately that's a big upgrade from the Pitt. The NPC hubs in the Pitt did have some characters we could talk to, but there wasn't really a whole lot to do. There also seems to be much more of an established society in these clips as well. What will be the new backstory for undertaking this particular expedition this time around? Presumably new characters will also be added to the White Spring Refuge as well. From the exterior clips we can see here, this was definitely giving me Far Harbor vibes. Not an unwelcome thing by any means, but will there also be a weather cycle? Finally, we have what appears to be a variant of a ghoul, except that when you mess with the lighting a little bit, it seems to be quite different from what we're used to. And it almost looks like the old Mirelurk Kings from Fallout 3. And that's it for the in-game clips. No doubt we'll be learning a lot more very soon, as there's still very little to go off currently just from this. But dipping into those data mines, let's theorize a bit. Unused textures for a Jersey Devil enemy, coming with different variants. We also got curve tables for wise guys, and when combined with mentions of the family on Vinny Costa's terminal, who's a character who literally wears a mobster suit, and my prediction would be that there's going to be some involvement from a post-war mafia outfit. And with the famous Pine Barrens home to the Jersey Devil also located of course in this region, I expect we could be seeing them too. Finally, and there's little to suggest that this definitely could appear here, but we also got some very interesting data mine robots, so I'd love to see them as well in some capacity. Overall though, it's great to get confirmation that there is a second expedition on the way. I'm really looking forward to learning more about the scale of the location, and what to expect from any missions or a narrative explaining why we're heading over there. There were of course big changes to expeditions, which are being added with Once in a Blue Moon. They no longer cost ultra-cell batteries, pretty much nullifying the necessity to repeatedly do those refuge dailies. Something I'm sure the vast majority of players are happy about, but I'm really hoping to see some other changes too. If the mission format is going to stick around, then alongside that, some side quests or other storylines and casinos we can visit without being on the clock during a mission would definitely be a welcome addition. Perhaps there could be a zone before embarking on a mission where you could take things at your own pace. But what do you think? Are you happy that Atlantic City is up next? And which changes are you hoping to see implemented for the next expedition? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this particular video, please consider subscribing to help the channel grow. We post a variety of Fallout 76 content, so turning on the bell icon is definitely the best way to stay up to date. With that said, I'm off. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.